Nice job, guys. The power of love, it's in the room, yes? And each one of you brought an essence, an expression of love into this room, yes? Today we're celebrating volunteers from top to bottom, all the people that make this place happen, all the love that is shown. Let's take a moment to take a deep breath and let's come to the altar of love. Take a deep breath and release anything that is unlike love. We allow ourselves to be fully present to the miracle that is right here, right now. It's to your left and your right, in front of you and behind you. It is the miracle of love, the most healing and powerful force on the planet. It's all that's really needed. And so we allow ourselves to bathe in that love, to express that love at the highest place, and to know that that expression and that experience in of itself is the connection and the relationship with God. And so life and light and God and love are all present here in this space and in this room. And we are grateful. As we step into a celebration of our volunteers this day, let us celebrate all the good that makes up this home, this community, and this family. Thank you, God, for all of these things and 1,000 more as we celebrate the points of light in the light of the one presence and power that makes this church all that it is. For these things and 1,000 more, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Together, thank you, God. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. We dug way into the hymnal for this one. It's been a while. Point of light. If you are so led and able and willing, up on your feet. And I invite you to join me in celebrating that you are a point of light, that I am a point of light, we are a point of light. Together, let us join our voices. I am a point of light in the light of God, endless with possibility. As I recall, I am a point of light in the light of God. Love so bright as God's light. Yes, I can heal any darkness as I recall. I am a point of light in the light of God. You are a point of light in the light of God. Endless with possibility, and you can heal any darkness as you recall. You are a point of light in the light of God. Love so bright as God's light. Yes, you can heal any darkness as you recall. You are a point of light in the light of God. Turn to your left and your right. Tell somebody, you are a point of light. You are a point of love. Meet somebody you don't know very well. It's true about all of us. And it's true about all of you who are tuning in. You are a point of light. And we receive the energy that you're putting through the airways. And we hope that you're receiving the energy that we're sending to each and every one of you. Happy Valentine's Day weekend to each and every one of you. May you feel the love that this community has for you. As you recall, you are the light of light in the light. Let's join the we are a point of light. Come on, get the hands going of God. Endless with possibility, and we can heal any darkness as we recall. We are a point of light in the light of God. Love so bright as God's light. Yes, we can heal any darkness as we recall. We are a point of light in the light of God. Happy Valentine's weekend, everybody. Let love be in the room today.
Well, good morning, Unity North. Was that a Valentine's Day weekend greeting? I'm not sure. Let's try it again. Good morning, Unity North. there is the love I've come to know in this place. Good morning to each and every one of you. Yes, we are points of light. This place is always shining so brightly. And we're so thankful to our prayer chaplains who hold us in that highest light, who see us as our highest and best selves, whether we're in the place, whether we're online. But thank you for being points of light for us. We are in for an amazing service today. We get to hear the amazing voice of Mr. Will Hodge. Oh, look at that, look at that. We get to hear the amazing voice of Reverend Richard Burdick. And a sweet, sweet angelic voice of Ren Hurt, you'll get to hear a little bit later. So it's a great day in this place. There's always a lot going on. And one of those things, we're going to start this thing with a question. Here's the question. What would you do with $5,000? Can feel the wheels turning.
I'd give it to the church.
Yes, who said that? Who said that? Where'd that come from? It's a great answer. So there's going to be a $5,000 cash raffle that is coming soon. The tickets will be $100 each, but for a $5,000 cash prize. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. You got to keep your eyes and ears open to be ready for this raffle. So next Sunday, the Spanish ministry is providing lunch after service. It will be $10 for adults and $6 for kids 6 and under. If you're getting hungry, good, get ready for lunch next Sunday. And also, as we have lots of new people have been coming in and joining our family, if you're interested in becoming a member of Unity North, then you want to register for Unity Basics. You can find out more information on the app and online, but Unity Basics is our membership class, and it is being offered on Saturday, February 28th at 10 a.m. So it's a great way to learn more about Unity as a whole, about Unity North, and the really cool people that you'll be interacting with as you keep coming back to this special place. So, as I was mentioning, we have a lot of new people. We may have some new people in the room today that it might be their very first time. Well, our welcome team is coming forward with a smile on their faces, being points of light on this rainy day, as well as a welcome packet in their hands. Now, this welcome packet has info for you, but it also has info for us. There's a Let's Connect card on there that we would love for you to fill out. There's a pen in the seat pocket in front of you. You can also scan the QR code and do it digitally, but either way, we don't want to lose this opportunity to connect with you. So, if you're here for the very first time, we'd love to share some Valentine's Day love with you. Would you raise your hand nice and high in the air so we can get a packet in your hands? Anyone here for the first time?
Right there in the back.
I see some in the back. We are around today. Thank you so much for being here. Please keep your hand up until we can get a packet in your hand. On the slide behind me, you'll see a picture of a welcome table. That welcome table is downstairs in Holy Grounds, and anyone with a How Can I Help tag can help you find that table. And it's a way for you, you're new, you're newish, and you've got some questions about Unity North. You don't have to be alone just because you're new here at Unity North. So we'll share a smile and some information with you. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Danielle. So we're going to turn the order of service upside down just a little bit today. You know, when you have something special to do, you don't get stuck in a box. We're going to just have the talk kind of be in 3 different sections. And really less sermonizing and talk today and more just honoring and recognition. You know, we say often in this community, it takes a village to raise a church. Let's say that together. It takes a village to raise a church. I'm not talking about logistics. I'm not talking about the endless tasks that it takes to make this place hum on all cylinders. I'm not talking about the jobs. I'm talking about love. Love responding to need. Love is our volunteers. They don't volunteer because they're bored. Nobody volunteers because they're bored or they need something else to do. No one serves because it is convenient. People step forward because somewhere inside of them, deep inside of them, love called. Love felt a call and a pull and a tug. They weren't pressured, they weren't guilted, they were called. To be called means something much deeper than obligation. And today, we're going to honor love in its highest vibration in our community. It means love recognized itself and said, this is mine to do. This is mine to be. This is mine to contribute. I can make a difference. Say that with me. I can make a difference. That is the spiritual heartbeat of this community. Not our programs, not our schedules, not our wonderful, fabulous talks, not our classes, not our services, but people answering the quiet inner invitation to show and to share love. Once a year, we like to take the time to honor that love. The song that we're going to hear in just a moment is called Called Upon to Love. It names the invitation of volunteerism beautifully. It reminds us that love is not passive. Say that with me. Love is not passive. Love does not wait until everything is perfectly resourced or all things have lined up. Love responds when it sees the opportunity to contribute, to make a difference, and that's exactly what our volunteers do. Every time somebody sets up a room, teaches a child, prepares a space, or welcomes a stranger, or stays late when they are exhausted and tired, they are answering a call to express love. The song that Ren is going to sing speaks to moments when the world feels heavy, when its needs are great, and it might be tempting to just step back and say, somebody do something, somebody else do something. Instead, love says, I step forward. Love says, I put my hand up. I can make a difference. That stepping forward is what built this church. It's what sustains this church and will sustain this church for a very long time. Volunteerism is why we are still here. It's what got us here today and will sustain us for many, many, many more years to come. Moment by moment, yes by yes, heartbeat and breath by heartbeat and breath. Unity teaches us that love is the unifying essence. It's the name we prefer for God. It's the glue that unites us all. We teach about the 96% universe, that which is untouchable. That's the God essence that's uniting us. We look like separate individuals, but we are cells within the body of the one, and love is that essence, that secret glue that makes everything work here. Volunteers tap into that essence and put it in form. Volunteers reveal belief in action, love in action, and oneness in action. When the song says, one of the lyrics, we are called upon to love, it isn't talking about perfection. It's talking about presence. Say that word with me. Presence. Feel the vibration and the power and the energy of love's presence as we say it again. Presence. And once more. Presence. Presence is showing up just as we are. Maybe not knowing, but my hand went up anyway. Everybody had that problem? Your hand went up and you went, wait a minute, I don't know how. And the reality is love doesn't need to know how. It just needs to know the what. And that is being in service. Offering what we have, trusting that love once given will multiply. It will uplift, it will unite, and it will heal for the recipient, but also for the giver and for the community as a whole. Everybody sitting in this room today, everybody online, you are the recipient of love's essence by people that you will never meet, that you've never even known. Maybe you saw them at the door, but they're behind the scenes. You are the recipient of that kind of deep loving. This church is living proof of the multiplication that happens when love is offered, for the amplification and the acceleration of love's presence on earth. You see, what we do here isn't just contained in this room. That love given in this room is amplified when you go out feeling loved. You are now more love on the planet. We are saving the planet one talk at a time, 1 hour at a time, one drop of sweat at a time, one task at a time, standing on the shoulders of every volunteer who's ever served this community. Because love answers the call, this place breathes. Because love answers the call, people feel welcomed, grounded, supported, and inspired. Because love answers a call, we are not just a gathering, we are a village, we are a family. I have colleagues that say, don't use that word, because if you use the word you're a family, you're keeping the place small. Let me tell you, if I have to give up the word family and the family that's created here by all of you who step up when it is needed, I'll go to a smaller church because it's the only thing that really matters. All of the programs and things we do, it's the only thing that really matters. We are a family. And here is the quiet grace of all of these ideas. No one is called in the exact same way. We're called to be unique expressions of love. Some are called to lead out front, loud and proud and big, to stand in front of a microphone and to sing. Some are called to be behind the scenes and they don't want any part of a light on them. Don't look at me is what I hear from them. Some, you know who you are. They're the ones that always worry when I do a volunteer recognition that I'm going to have them come up and stand up here and do a dance. Some are called to be out front, some behind the scenes. Some are called to consistency. There are people in this room who have so served this community for over 15 years. And some are called, I'll do one job or two jobs as it is needed. Both are necessary to the family. Some are called to acts of compassion, to live love out loud. And others just say, give me a job and I'll get it done. Each call is important. No one call is greater than another. Love is love is love is love. Say that with me. Love is love is love is love. Every call matters. Every volunteer hour matters. So as this song is sung by Ren, let it not be something we merely listen to from a volunteer. Let it be something we recognize. An anthem that recognizes the moments that you answered love's call, recognizing the ways you continue to answer it. This church stands because love was called upon and love responded through each and every one of us. That's the love I want to celebrate on Valentine's Day. Let the music carry your gratitude. Let the lyrics bless what words alone cannot. And let us receive this song as both a celebration and as a quiet and grateful benediction for all the ways that love shows up here.
I've been called upon to love you with no questions asked. I've been called upon to love you, and there's no going back. Like something from a dream or light from the sky. I've been called upon to love you, and I'm never asking why. Waves of love washed over me, so I nearly drowned. Now I can finally see there's no getting out. One command from love itself, I felt its velvet touch. All I wanna do is be with you. There's no me without us. I'm called upon to love you with no questions asked. I've been called upon to love you, and there's no going back. Like something from a dream, lighting from the sky. I've been called upon to love you, and I'm never asking why. It rained down on my heart like a sudden summer storm. There's no running from this rain. Baby, let it pour. I've been called upon to love you I've been called upon to love you, and there's no going back. Like something from a dream, lighting from the sky. I've been called upon to love you, and I'm never asking why. I've been called upon to love you with no questions asked. I've been called upon to love you, and there's no going back. Like something from a dream, lightning from the sky. I've been called upon to love you, and I'm never asking why.
Renhurt. You know, sometimes volunteerism is loud and magnificent and beautiful and holy just like that, and sometimes it's quiet, yes? She volunteered to be here today. She had the YOU up there watching her, cheering her on. I love that. You know, sometimes gratitude is also very, very loud, and it should be. It's out front and it's flashy. But sometimes gratitude in its purest form doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be genuine, sincere, and heartfelt. We've thrown volunteer parties for you. Last year, Elvis made an appearance, and I told the staff I will never put on an Elvis costume ever again. No matter the expression of love, there is a need for gratitude's constancy, for gratitude's consistency, and practice of the two most holy, beautiful words on the planet. Thank you. Thank you. I have been called upon to thank you for the answering of the call to love that each of you has brought to this community. Sometimes the truest thank you is quiet, steady recognition every day that is sustained long enough to become an environment and not just an event where Elvis shows up. Today is an event. It's one service. But it can become an environment and a culture of gratitude so softly lived that is pervasive in every word that we speak that contains the energy of thank you at its root. If you see it, call it out. How often do we miss those moments of love expressed where we don't stop and just say, thank you? In fact, I want you to do that right now. I want you to call out. I want you to think of somebody in this environment, past, present, and if you're psychic, future, whose name you want to bring into this environment and this energy of thank you. I want you to actually speak their name aloud and let it be a cacophony of love expressed as we know the names of these people. Go. Now, I know that each and every one of you wasn't just touched by one person, so I'm going to give you permission to call out 5 people. To build a consciousness of thank you and of gratitude that lives with just 5 people that have made your life a better world. 1, 2, 3, go. Speak the name of love that sounds like Al and Jeannie and Glenn, Andrea, and Nancy. Speak it loudly, speak it proudly, and do not play small, because it in itself is a call to love. Today, I'm going to pause from any sermonizing, count your blessings, and I'm simply going to speak to the heart of this family, our volunteers, the heart that preaches and teaches in a more profound way than any sermon ever has. To every volunteer, to every one of you who has given your time, your energy, your skill, your prayer, and your care to this spiritual home, I say these words. I see you. I honor you. I celebrate you. And I thank you. Let's say those together. I see you. I honor you. I celebrate you. I thank you. Is that enough? I think it's enough to transform the planet. Everything else we do is icing on the cake. I'm going to share some words that highlight the various areas of ministry here at Unity North. And as the many forms of service in this community are named, I invite you to stand as you hear an area where you have served and volunteered. Now, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Own the love that you have given, the gift that you have given loudly and proudly. Some of you may be standing 5 or 6 times. Some of you may just be standing for the whole exercise. And some of you may just choose, I don't want to be recognized, I'm going to sit quietly. Whatever form of service it takes, I invite you to just take in the love. You remain seated, that's okay. May you know that you are equally seen and that we see you even if you're trying to hide. Mother Teresa said, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Let's put that next slide up there. No? Can you read that? I'm going to need glasses to read that back there, so let's read it together. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Do we believe that? That's what volunteers do. Next line. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Makes no difference if it's 100 or 1. It's love. From Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And he also said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. And finally, Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. There is a critical point in the participation at a church like ours, and any church. We come in, and some of us are seeking and looking and feeling a little bit down, and we find something. And we get a level of what's available here at Unity North, the community. We get a little bit of the level of love. And then there's that moment of decision where most people, a lot of people, go, I've gotten what I need to get, I'm done. There is more God, there is more light, there is more love if they can then put their foot forward and say, let me be the love. Let me pay it forward. Let me be the demonstration of the good that I have received. The ultimate of what's available here is on the other side of that threshold. And so today, yes, we're going to honor the volunteers, but it's also a challenge for you to receive the good of love that is here present. I'm going to share those words now, and I invite you to stand. And if you want to make noise, it's okay to do that. Stand as you hear your area of loving service. I see and honor those who create prayer shawls, whose hands weave prayer, who weave warmth and blessings into threads that carry comfort far beyond this room. Thank you. I honor those who serve our children, teaching, guiding, listening, laughing, planting seeds of spiritual truth. They're all down. There we go. They're not all down there. We see you, we thank you, and we bless you. I celebrate those who clean this building and tend these grounds, creating sacred space through quiet devotion, preparing a place where all may feel safe and welcomed. Come on, stand up. If you ever showed up for a yard cleanup day, get your butt in the air. Thank you. I thank those who count the offerings, serve on the finance teams, the boards and stewards of the resources of this ministry with integrity, incredible integrity and care. If you've ever served on any one of those teams, stand up. Chet Bertoli, thank you. We see you. We honor you. I see those who serve as leaders, holding vision, holding responsibility and possibility for the unfolding future of this church, ministry leads, and for the individuals that have been held in your care, needing to be held up. If you're on the lay leader team, you better stand up. Now, I'm seeing some of you do this. It's like, okay, I'm down. Part of this circle of love we create is the willingness to receive it. The willingness to say, yes, I make a difference. I honor those who serve on the Sunday service teams, making sure voices are heard, words are seen, words are known without speaking a word, and connection happens gracefully. I celebrate our chaplains, our care team, our card care ministry, those who offer presence behind the scenes, prayer and compassion in moments both joyful, difficult, and sacred. If you're on one of those teams, stand up that we can acknowledge you and say thank you. I honor every person in our outreach programs who make sure that love does not stay in this room, but touches the lives of those far outside our walls. Anybody involved in outreach in this community, stand up. I see a lot of you being shy. I'll be okay with that. I see musicians, singers, dancers for peace, and practitioners of sound who offer sound and dance as prayer, lifting hearts when words alone are not enough. Please stand that we may acknowledge you. You should stand up, Mike. Why were you being shy? I honor our ushers, our greeters, and our welcome teams, those who stand at the threshold and quietly say, you belong here. Anybody on the usher, the greeter, the hospitality, or the welcome team, stand up. Thank you. Some of you are feeling like you're back in Catholic church. Oh, I won't make you kneel. I celebrate those who clean, who move chairs, who make coffee, who bust the tables, who wash the dishes, who mop the floors, who vacuum and turn ordinary tasks into loving hospitality. If you're part of those teams, stand up. You need to be acknowledged. Come on, Jessica. I don't know if that was counted. Okay, me. Don't look at me. I see healers. I see practitioners of wholeness, those who hold sacred space for transformation, bringing restoration to those in need. If you're part of those ministries, please stand that we may acknowledge you. I honor those who organize, those who decorate, those who straighten, those who prepare, making room so the space itself feels ready to receive guests. Please stand. Sharon, that would be you too. Thank you. George, I'm glad you stood up because George is like 6'4", and decorating the Christmas tree this year, there was no way I was going to reach the top. I celebrate those who create community, who call, connect, welcome, plan events, plan programs, lead ministries, and notice who is missing. And you're the first person to reach out. We are grateful for your ability to build relationship, to build community, and remind us all that none of us stands alone. If you fit in that category, don't think twice. Stand up that we can acknowledge you. I see early arrivals and the faithful ones who stay until everyone else is gone, till everything is done. I honor the consistency that this community offers in a world that pulls us in many directions. I honor the patience. I honor the flexibility and the generosity of spirit, of love that each of you brings. I celebrate the kindness that has been extended by each of you who stood up and those who quietly received the applause sitting. Without knowing who might need it, you have given love. The way your presence alone creates warmth here in this community. Thank you for the hours that nobody counted. Thank you for the effort that nobody applauded. Thank you for the faithfulness that simply showed up again, 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 and again. This church is not held together by one bright spotlight. It never has, and it never will be. It is held together by many steady lights. It takes a village to raise a church. And each active service that's been named and those that were maybe named underneath the surface, you are a point of light within the light of God. I am forever in your debt. I see you. I honor you. I celebrate you. And I thank you. And I offer a deep bow of gratitude that this church stands because you hold it up. There's a lot of people in this world that talk about the Christ. A lot of us. And there's a very select few of people who actually just live the Christ. Thank you for being among those. You make a difference. We're going to go into meditation right now and use this simple little chant. I invite you to hold those names that you spoke earlier, maybe 10 more.
Let's put the lyrics to the song up and let's sing together. Who you are makes a difference in this world. Who you are makes a difference to me. Who you are makes a difference to this world. Who you are makes a difference to me. Let's sing that again. Who you are makes a difference to this church. Who you are makes a difference to all. Who you are makes a difference to this church. Who you are makes a difference to. Let's go back to slide one more time. Who you are makes a difference to this world. Who you are makes a difference to me. Who you are makes a difference to this world. Who you are makes a difference to me.
I invite you at this time to close your outer eyes and adjust your posture so that you are able to both sit tall and well and relax into the chair. Feel your feet grounding on the floor, that reminder of our connection to Mother Earth, while the head gently stretches upward to the heavens. Be aware of your body. Be aware of the ability to move. And then transition into the awareness of stillness. Be aware of stillness pervading your body. Then become attentive to the breath. It was there all along, but now you are elevating it, bringing it into the forefront of consciousness. Breathing out, releasing anything that is not serving you. Breathing in, filling up with whatever you need in this moment. Breathing out stagnation and breathing in cosmic energy. And just notice that shift as you are attentively breathing, how there is a sense of moving inward. There may be thoughts, but you can make a choice to just set them aside right now and to just be with your breath and the stillness.
Then allow your attention to settle in the cave of the heart, seat of the soul. As you enter into that sacred space, just notice the difference. Notice the feeling, the sensation. As we open ourselves to connect with the energy of gratefulness, not just gratitude. Gratitude is something when we get what we want, but gratefulness is that energy of deep contentment and appreciation. As you focus into your heart space, I invite you to visualize someone you love, someone you know well. They may be alive or perhaps they've left the body. But when you see their face, that feeling of gratitude, gratefulness, love, it arises. Think of a kind act that they've done. Think of a way that they've made your life better. Then silently, as if your heart had a mouth, let your heart's mouth speak to their heart's ear. We see you. I see you. I honor you. I celebrate you. I thank you. And just notice what that feels like in your body to steep in gratefulness. Continue to focus into the heart space, but let your vision expand a little bit. This time you visualize someone you know more casually. Maybe it's a church friend, a neighbor, a cashier you recognize at the grocery store or at the coffee shop. But just think for a moment in a way that they have enhanced your life. Even if it's just a small gesture, a smile on a day you've felt down. Again, let your heart sing out. I see you. I honor you. You don't have to know their name. I celebrate you. I thank you. Acknowledge that you are part of this gift. You enhance someone else's life. Say to yourself, I see you. I honor you. I celebrate you. And I thank you. Remain in that space. From that place of silence, ever present in the heart, that's one and the same as the center of consciousness. Notice that there's a relative quieting of the mind. Be aware of the smoothness of the breath and the stillness of the body. Bring back gratefulness as you gently open your eyes.
Long ago and far away, in a distant time and place, there was peace and mercy. There was hope and grace. Coming from the darkness, before a sound was heard, love was there. Before love was a word. Before the stars were hung, before the sun could shine, before oceans gleamed, before mountains climbed, before we walked the earth and breathed its perfect air, love was there. Before love was a word. A tiny newborn finger in the palm of mother's hand stirs the soul to believe in a grand and holy plan. It speaks of things to come, of who we are and what we were. Love was there before love was a word. Before our hearts believed, before we fell from grace, before lonely roads, before grief and pain, before we knew of sin and how his love could save, there was faith before love was a word. And isn't it a blessing? We can rise when we fall. And isn't it amazing that love exists at all? Before the stars were hung, before the sun could shine, before oceans gleamed, before mountains climbed, before we walked the earth and breathed its perfect air, love was there. Before love was a word, love was there. Before love was a word.
Will Hodge.
Thank you.
That is my favorite of all the songs that you have written, Will, and it gets me every single time. Thank you. Before love was a word, it was an experience. Before it was spoken, explained, sung, or preached about, it was felt, it was lived, it was practiced. Long before it was learned, how we learned how to talk about love, we learned how to be held by it. And we learned how to hold others in its embrace, how to build community around it. That is where this church truly began, where it lives, and what will sustain us for years and years to come. Not language, not theology, not mission statements or mottos or budgets, not bottom lines, but love that showed up before it knew what it was. And it was just called. Before love was a word, it was a holy remembering. That's the work that we do here. A time when love was not abstract, but an embodied energy infused in the heart of people who put their hand up and said, I'm all in. I'm not in halfway. I'm not in part way. I believe in the mission and the vision, and I'm all in. When love looked like care and presence and sacrifice and time and sweat and devotion. Before love was a word, someone stayed. Someone carried. Someone prepared the way without needing recognition, without needing explanation. That is volunteer love. That is service in action. That is care in motion. Volunteer love doesn't ask first, what do I get? What do I get? We can never reach the farthest, deepest reaches of love if the question on our lips is, what is mine to get? The question must always be, what is needed and how can I contribute? The question will come from somewhere older than language itself, and is the very question that allows us to thrive as individuals and as a community. Love did not begin when we named it. Love began when we lived it. Love doesn't begin when we name it. Love begins when we simply demonstrate it. Every act of service in this community is love remembering itself. And this minister and this board and this staff does not take that lightly. We've spent a lot of time lately talking about money. And it's made us a little bit uncomfortable. It's one form of love, but it is just one. And it's an important one. Every act of service in this community is love remembering itself. Every quiet responsibility fulfilled is the glue that holds this together as a community, as a family, and as one. Echoes of love that are as ancient as the first person who ever asked, how can I help? How can I help? That song, a beautiful, beautiful song, reminds us that love existed before we knew how to define it, before we tried to manage it and control it and contain it, before we wrapped it in expectations. A true agape love, unconditional, not flashy, not complicated, just faithful. This church stands because love did not wait to be perfectly named before it acted. I've shared this before, but there was a member of our church who was one of our top donors, and I interviewed him. I took him out to lunch. And I said, why do you like this church? Why do you love this church? And he said, I don't love this church because it's slick, because you're not. You're not slick. He said to me, I never know what comes out of your mouth. I never know who's going to be there and how crazy thing is going to happen next. And he said, that tells me I can trust it. I can trust the authenticity of love's presence. He says there's 10 churches around you that will have flashier music, have a flashier presentation from the podium. We'll have only the birds with the best voices that get to sing. And he says, I don't trust them. It's manufactured love. It's not real. So I'm saying take a moment on this volunteer day to recognize that we're not slick, that we're a little rough around the edges, and we dance together in a great tapestry of figuring it all out day to day, moment to moment. And that's something beautiful that you can trust. It is real. It moves through the hands and the time and the commitments and the meetings and the attention of everybody in this room. Through struggle, we've had our struggles and our celebrations. Through people who said yes without ever needing a spotlight. That is village love. That is familial love. A village, a church will never survive on speeches and theology and sermons. It survives on love expressed, on care, shared responsibility, on people who understand instinctively that belonging is something you practice, you cultivate, and not just something you receive. That practice is older than words, beneath labels, deeper than roles and titles. Love given without needing to even explain it or have anybody pat you on the back. It's just love given for the sake of love. Dr. Jean Houston, I've got a few quotes I want to end with, and I'm going to put those quotes up there. I got a chance to play music for Dr. Jean Houston and Dr. Barbara Marx Hubbard, who is also going to be quoted here. I invite you to read these with me. When we are in resonance with one another, our energy doesn't just add, it multiplies. Volunteers amplify the good by creating resonance. She continues, we are part of a great living system, co-creating the larger story of the universe. Volunteers create a larger story. Volunteers create a greater expression and experience of love. Volunteers create a greater unity north. Essential parts of a magnificent whole. We are cells within the body of love, of God, of light, and of life. I don't care what you call it. I just invite you to be a part of it because we stand on the shoulders of those people that were not on the sidelines, but invested with time and energy and spirit. Volunteers are not just spectators. They are active participants in creating the synergy that we feel. And so let's see what Dr. Barbara Marx Hubbard has to say about synergy. We got another slide? There it is, a beautiful lady. Let's read it together. Synergy is nature's way of taking separate parts and creating a higher order. Some more magnificent than any of the individual parts alone. Volunteers create that synergy, something new, something fresh, something more magnificent. She continues, together, the highest form of self-expression is co-creation. Together, we become the creators of a new reality. We see this at Unity North. If you're paying attention, you see it at Unity North. Look around the room. There are people that are building, not just for what's happening in this room, a synergy, a resonance, a vibration that is necessary in the world today. We prove what others don't believe is possible here by giving love away. We prove that we don't have to think alike to come together in oneness. That's love. Volunteers make that happen. You know, we have volunteers in this church that are Democratic, Republican, and Independent. We have volunteers in this church that are Christian, that are Muslim, that are pagan, that are atheist, that are Jew, that are everything in between on the rainbow. And sometimes it's so easy to take it for granted that what we do here in this great melting pot of love, oh, everybody's doing it. Watch the news. What we're doing here is rare. What we're doing here and creating here is rare. And I thank the volunteers because it does not and could not and will not happen without volunteers stepping into that. Shaking hands, holding an embrace, saying, how can I help? Knowing that the person who is working and serving right alongside me doesn't think the same as me. Doesn't feel the same as me, comes from a whole different background than me, yet we're serving together as cells within the body of love coming together. That's the synergy that we see at Unity North and we see it in nature. A single bird. Anybody love the sound of a single bird singing? Isn't it beautiful? But when an entire flock sings at dawn, it creates a symphony that awakens the world. I'm asking us to be a flock of birds singing a new reality, singing a new dawn, letting love's presence not just be one voice, not just Ren or Will, but let it be your voice in the walls and outside the walls. We see it in nature when a small drop of water joins a river. It seems so small. A small drop of water joins a river and it gains power to carve entire valleys. Love made my favorite place on the planet, Yosemite Valley. Time. One drop joining another, and something magnificent is born. That's what we do here, and volunteers make that happen. A forest is more able to withstand the winds than a single tree standing alone in the middle of a field. We are a forest. Each of you is a necessary tree with an integrated root system, an integrated network of branches that when the storms hit, we're in this together. This community over the last, 30 years has experienced a lot of storms. And the ones that have assured that we're still here are the ones that said, my roots are planted, they're entwined with yours, and I'm going to volunteer to do whatever it takes to make this place stand. Ryonosuke Satori said this, together, let's read it. Individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean. I thank you for every hour, minute, thought, prayer, meditation, and act of service, for each drop, for each moment, for each touch, and each expression. We belong to each other, and volunteers make sure we don't forget. I'm going to ask if you've ever done one thing to make sure that love exists in this place, however small or big you have deemed it to be, to stand up and to give this ocean a standing ovation. I think I see people that need to be standing. Before you sit down, let me just say those words again. I see you. I honor you. I acknowledge you. I feel you. I celebrate you. And I thank you. And I've got cake for you downstairs. Don't leave without getting a piece of cake. Give yourself one more round of applause.
What a wonderful place to be today, to remember that love was there before it was a word, that gratefulness was there before it was a word, and so was gratitude. And in this special, special place, it is hard not to be grateful for each and every one of you. And you can see it in our mission statement. There's so much to be grateful for. So as we read it today, let us really think about the people and the acts and the service that have impacted our lives and impact the lives of others. Together, we are a loving community of spiritual seekers who celebrate diversity, acceptance, and oneness. Yes, we do. And as we move into offering time, it is just another way that we extend the love that we have in our hearts and pour it into this community and pour it into surrounding communities. And there are so many different ways to give. We will have our ushers in the back who will be there with love and a smile, ready to receive your gifts in the baskets back there. We have a QR code on the screen behind us. You can screenshot that. You can take a picture of that, connect that way. You can go in the app. You can go on the website. There are so many different ways to give, and we appreciate each and every gift. So together, let us affirm our abundance and our prosperity of this loving community by saying our offering blessing together. We are so blessed. We are so prosperous. And it is our great pleasure to share our blessings and to share our prosperity. And in the giving, the entire world is blessed. Thank you, God.
Please join in singing our offering blessing song. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We are so blessed. To end the service today, we're going to dip way back into the Randy Travis hymnal. I don't know if you remember this song, but if you don't, go ahead and make a joyful noise anyway. Up on your feet. I want to invite this hoedown kind of a song to just be a celebration of the good that's been felt here. The names that you spoke, don't leave without giving that person a hug. who are giving them a call today. The names that you spoke and the ones that you held silently, give them a hug before you leave today. Let's go ahead and put the lyrics, because you're all going to be asked to sing this with me. There is a point when you cannot walk away, when you have to stand up straight and tall and mean the words you say. There is a point you must decide just to do it 'cause it's right. Put a twang in there. That's when you become a point of light. There is a darkness that everyone must face. Come on, hands going. I want to take what's good and fair and lay it all to waste. And that darkness covers everything in sight until it meets a single point of light. All it takes is a point of light, a ray of hope in the darkest night. If you see what's wrong and you try to make it right, you will be a point of light. There are heroes whose names we never hear, a dedicated army of quiet volunteers, reaching out to feed the hungry, reaching out to save the land, reaching out to lend a helping hand. Join hands, everybody. There are dreamers whose name making dreams come true, taking time to teach the children there's nothing they can't do, giving shelter to the homeless, giving hope to those without. Isn't that what this church is all about? One by one, from the mountains to the sea, points of light are reaching out to you and me. Everybody sing it. All it takes is a point of light, a ray of hope in the darkest night. If you see what's wrong and you try to make it right, you will be the point of light. One more time, everybody. If you see what's wrong and you try to make it right, raise those hands up high. You will be a point of light. Go forth and be a point of light for the rest of the world. Thanks so much for being here today. Go hug a volunteer and tell them they are a point of light.